Ice Fiber Override!
And it's also like what, so there's definitely an accomplice in this murder. It all comes down to like why they did what they did. Hina and Hero, I feel, would be easy to manipulate because they're kind of not smart. But the whole thing about this case is the fact that we're supposed to figure out who is the mastermind. That's a very, very important detail. So it doesn't matter who actually killed him. It's just who orchestrated all this. Which, I mean, I don't have confidence in that being Hina. So the biggest suspect to me still is Celeste.
Just the worst.
What?
Come on.
Yoo-hoo!
All right, let's do this.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
All right, y'all better pay attention. This is a big case.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Okay, Jill. You got it.
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit.
How does she know that?
Were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
They on his ass.
It points to you as having
The fact that he got on his
and
ass
where
out
it
the
was
gates is
committing
crazy.
crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Everything we found in your room.
I forgot how to play.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough
Okay.
that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Looking at the blueprints, that handwriting is awfully messy. If I remember right, Hero's handwriting is.
Prince. They are
No, it's wrong.
I didn't pay attention to the handwriting on the
Are we
blueprints
sure Hiro
though.
really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
What? Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
I'm supposed to know?
So? Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Hero? Head ass. Boy, I don't know. The the Illuminati, bro.
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could
What
have
do you
been.
wanted me to say, bro?
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit. And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
Well, he was set up
Makes
for sure.
Perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
Mm-hmm.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
But yeah, that picture they took, he was probably unconscious in it, which makes Celeste look even more
And
suspicious.
what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
Hina, we kind of need to figure this shit out.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
They used a tarp.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Man, stop calling on me.
I got it! I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right? So,
Wait, so I was wrong?
Taka's body disappeared from the equipment, and when we found it for the second time, it was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there.
Oh, I thought I
and
was wrong.
decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right?
Yes.
But are you sure you are not mistaken?
I have no fucking clue.
Huh?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Are you gaslighting me?
That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
It sounds like you capping. What the fuck?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Celeste, I'm about to turn up on your ass.
We've
What?
all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Okay. Okay. Oh, what is it this time? Reloading. Pressing the Y button, okay. Oh, we doing this again? I forgot how to do this shit.
Cannot agree.
Oh.
You are.
She just roasted me. What the fuck?
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Do your worst. I cannot agree.
Shut the fuck up.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
Yeah.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Yeah.
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
What?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way.
Okay.
Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
I mean, did the robot hands even like... Did it have fingers?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Oh, it did have fingers. I don't know. Okay. Was he? I don't remember. I don't remember.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Probably.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
I think.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't.
Oh, I lied.
Shoot!
The dolly doesn't have a handle for real?
As we know, Taka
I gotta
was
look over
killed
my
in
notes
the equipment
again.
room.
Oh. Okay. 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 They mean like okay, they mean like okay. I know. Okay.
Now,
Keep in mind
that the
Well, yeah, but even without it, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, it's wrong. You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't.
I mean, nobody for real thinks it's Hero,
Well,
so.
What's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Kick it up the stairs.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
You can't take off the suit, though. Unless they had an accomplice.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
That's true. Possible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Sometimes I forget Jill is because Jill just be chilling.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture?
You talking about that manufactured evidence?
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice?
Acting.
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
Acting.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said? So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it.
Because that's a Celeste thing to do. Like, the reason why she could have killed two people is because she had an accomplice, which is Hifumi. Because he definitely moved on his own when he was in the nurse's room. He could have killed Taka. Like I said, the whole thing could have played out to where it's like, let me turn this off. She got alter ego. She used Hifumi. Obviously, Hifumi posed for that picture because there's no other explanation. She used alter ego to motivate him to do all this stuff. So I think it's a possibility that Hifumi killed Taka?
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Yes, because literally all our lives are on the line.
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
and then... At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
Did you though?
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising. We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again. But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Alright, let's see.
So, Regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi. Or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Shoot!
Okay. My bad.
Say that.
Because of the numbering of the...
It's
True that Hifumi was
killed with while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So, I wonder if he... Or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in.
Shoot!
I think I gotta do that
So,
weird like
regarding
A
Taka's
thing,
death.
like do the flashback. Oh my god, I forgot how to do that. Yeah, I gotta see how to do that thing again. Oh, hold down X.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Okay.
No, it's wrong.
What's good, Melly?
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Yeah.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order,
Duh.
but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh lord. Oh fuck.
What? It's a lot of eyes. That's not it. That's not it. You sure it's not it? Hey, bro. What? I have no idea what this word is supposed to be. What? Didn't I already choose eye? Am I tripping? Okay, so it's wristwatch. I swear I chose. They hold me. I know I chose eye. These niggas hold me, bro. See, like what? What? All right.
Now I understand. I've got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night, so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
But Vash, my only problem with that is that they said that Hifumi and Taka died the same way. That's my problem. Cause like the whole hammer thing, I don't know if Celeste could have pulled that off.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. Wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
I didn't.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe. When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Because drugs were definitely used in this case, because I think Hiro was drugged up to take that picture with Hifumi that Celeste took.
I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
The fuck?
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we screamed. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
Okay, Kyoko. Talk to her. What you got? What you got?
In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
It wasn't moved. His fat ass got up and walked.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said, his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
I've been saying this, Kyoko. Man, turn off the music. Turn off the music. I said this. Turn off the music. Turn off the music, bro. No, I'm not letting you get that off, Kyoko. I already said that. Turn off the fucking music. I already said that. Y'all not finna sit here and make her look like she was the real detective all along. I already said that, man.
The dead body moved on its own?
It wasn't a dead body. He wasn't dead in the nurse's room.
Not another ghost! He wasn't dead.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying
because he laid there. We already established he was acting with Celeste, so he laid there with the blood there, and maybe like she gave him a drug to like make his body cold, heart stop, whatever. But he moved on his own.
We thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
Because he wiped the blood from his glasses.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Look at you trying to take credit for a discovery. Stop! We got literal video evidence of me saying this.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
Why isn't it?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
I'm just let it play the first
there's a
time.
chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Really so sure. Maybe the
announcement was intended to
I lied.
someone else's discovery.
Shoot!
So why is the wristwatch my clue?
Found Hifumi in the
Hold
nurse's
on.
office.
Do you know that how? Surely you heard the body
I think-
Hifumi's dead body had been
see.
found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was
Intended to signal someone
Oh, I'm dead.
else's discovery.
Kill me.
Shoot!
Vote me off. And now they're gonna, despite other people being suspicious, now they're gonna say it's me. This shit, the ending of like you failing still doesn't make sense. like imagine like all the bullshit people have been saying, all the useless information they be giving, and because I was wrong or I like spoke up on a couple of things, niggas are like, it was Makoto. What? No evidence to get me. They just tired of me talking. It was Makoto. It's so crazy.
Is this
Oh my
really the end
God.
for all of us? I refuse to give up yet.
They hating. Yeah. I knew it was Makoto.
Chance he was actually still alive.
Hifumi's
Dead body had been found.
I lied.
Shoot!
Let me try it the other way.
Chance he was alive.
no.
the
Announcement was intended to signal
I'm
someone
lost.
else's
I'm lost. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh no. I lied. No, you shot at nothing. Yeah, I shot at nothing because I had the truth bullet and I didn't want to use that.
Hifumi's
dead body had been
found.
Look, got it right here.
Announcement was intended to signal
Nothing.
someone else's discovery.
Shoot!
There's a chance.
Alright. Y'all might have to kill me again.
Let's take the first one and then shoot the last one.
really maybe the
Announcement was intended to signal
Nothing.
someone else's discovery.
Nothing. Am I being hold? Am I being hold? Are they? Am I meant to die? I don't think you can use the last one. I tried to do that before. Because once you get to the last thing, he just makes this little speech or whatever. I'll try it though.
I don't think you can use the flashback thing on the last thing it said. I'll try it though.
Announcement was intended
intended to signal
Let's see.
someone else's discovery.
Oh, it actually does
Saying that
work.
when we first found Hifumi in
It didn't work for
the
me last
office,
time.
Hifumi's
dead body.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Last time I tried that, it didn't work. Appreciate it, Eagle. Because I wouldn't have tried it.
Discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Yeah.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Celeste, stop fucking playing with me if I slap the shit out of you. You know that didn't happen.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was
Oh
plenty.
my god. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice. I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies. It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
And in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
Yeah.
Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
Yeah. Yep. Now y'all catching up to my
And
speed.
that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
His glasses.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
I want to roast Jill so bad, but like, I can't. Jill is just, she's stupid fun.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
That is the worst logic I've ever heard. I'm saving that.
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
His
Okay,
glasses.
then. Let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
Alright, I will be better.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found him, and then his body disappeared.
And the next time, it was in the...
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after, other than the change in how it was...
Shut the hell up. Oh.
Shoot!
I should have waited.
Other than the change in... There was
No notable...
Oh. What? Shut the fuck up.
No, that's wrong.
The fuck up.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like
She's
to
trying to
fill the
roast her
rest
way
of us in?
out of suspicion.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood.
And you got to remember, in the nurse's room, in the little refrigerator, there's blood in there. So he could have just dumped the blood on himself, or Celeste could have did it for him. The thing that
But
was
when we
stupid
found
is the
him
fact that
again
he
later
used
in
a
the
wipe and
repository?
threw it in the trash right there. That was stupid.
They were spotless.
Why is his body still sweating? Lift your glass. No, he can't see. We don't know how blind he is without his glasses.
And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Now that was stupid.
I got it!
I got it!
It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right? And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
How did you remember that, Hina? That's kind of crazy.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
I believe him.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
I hate Hero, bro. Please catch up to us.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's
Hero
office.
Doomies.
He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet.
It's that whole y'all ever seen Saw? Y'all ever seen Saw? The first Saw? When we thought it was a dead body in there the whole time it was what's old boy's name? I want to say Kramer. But yeah, it was him.
And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
No, there's blood in the refrigerator.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere! But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
I got
Got it.
It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means, when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
Man killed Taka for some robo sex. Wow.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
Yep.
But that means he took part in the murders.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it.
I can.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
Yeah, fuck it.
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
Who? Alter ego?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Oh, the
item
note.
he took off of Taka's lifeless body.
Okay. Was it? Oh no, that wasn't it. Oh yeah.
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are y'all so focused on that?
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now.
We literally looked
Take a
at
look at what the note
Chihiro's
says.
dick to see if what gender he was. It's not that big of a deal. Man had killer dead grip. Yeah. I found a hole maybe we could use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
See, he got that note too, but he was drugged. And he was asleep the whole
And
time.
this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been... I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right?
Yeah.
So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy! Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Huffy.
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Oh my god, Jill is gonna kill Hina one day, bro. I can see it, man. Alright, what I got? Okay. Broken wrist rocks, Hifumi's glasses, glass cleaning cloth. Okay.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
The note has nothing to do with TikTok. Okay. Yeah.
Then Huffy!
A lot.
Shoot!
The note has nothing to do with
TikTok!
No, that's wrong!
TikTok.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. You've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster, telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka.
Who that?
Taka's corpse still grasped
Legendary
a small
anime
piece of
JP
that
fan, you
note.
know what I'm saying? What's good? What's good, baby?
There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Man had a death grip.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
I hate him.
Sorry, no.
I hate him so much, bro.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
Who killed Hifumi?
Now that's the question.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
Why he was asleep?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
I mean, there was another hammer in there that was white clean, so they could have easily just killed them in a repository room with the hammers they already had in there.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
The biggest airhead you know just made a great point.
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
Yeah, of course you don't have a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Fake that.
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
Alright, let's go.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever. There's one thing. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like Justice Hammer 5 is about to make it. Check out murdergear.com/hammer for more info.
Fuck. I missed it.
The murder weapon had to be one of the...
Oh, never mind.
No, that's wrong. The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all.
They
No,
talk about the Justice
it was
Hammer. It's like his
something
Super
completely
Saiyan
different.
transformations. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, blue.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma Files note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used the hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And
Because
the one
you...
who betrayed them.
Actually, yeah, thinking about it, yeah. Celeste had to do that because... she would still have to kill someone in order to get out. So
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume
Yeah.
someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
it is if you kill your own accomplice, though.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
That's all I got. Spotless hammer.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us,
Even if more than one, only the one who actually...
assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together.
That is how the rule...
But that only really applies if there's one murder. In this case, however, there were two murders.
It is
Possible.
Impossible.
that two people work together on this.
However,
There were two murders.
Okay, let me do it the other way around.
Shoot!
Let me do it the other way around.
Case.
however, there were
Two murders.
Graduate, assuming the rule. It
No, it's wrong.
Okay, we got it.
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. It looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
Celeste?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am
Yes.
I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot! Pardonnez-moi.
Why is she still talking in that fake accent? Why is she still talking like that? We know it's fake. Satsuki, do you still love her? Yeah. But she gotta go. It's that time.
To be clear, there is evidence to support it.
It's just that time. That's all it is. Like I've come to terms, like I knew she was gonna have to die. I knew, like, out of all the people like who got killed or whatever, Celeste was going to have was going to act on killing someone. She was going to do it. I told you she was acting fake the entire time.
Is that so?
I already knew what was up.
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Bitch, what?
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Yeah.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said? we headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said? Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Yeah.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Yeah. Celeste was the most, I think we all suspected Celeste since like the very beginning. Like even going into it, I was like, even though all the details are kind of confusing, we still like kind of walked away saying, yeah, it's looking like Celeste. Oh.
And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead, Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
At least you killed the two people who hated. Yeah, true.
You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
The queen of liars.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! That was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
I do not give a fuck about the facts.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Are they going to talk about the blueprint thing? Because I've been caught that and nobody said anything about it.
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
What? Oh, they must be really enjoying this out of the center. We're all gonna die here. We're all gonna die just like those guys died. Oh yeah, that's true.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
That could have easily... Whatever. We just want to let it
Then
slide.
pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed, so Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
Oh my god, Hero.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
No, what I was gonna say about that whole thing, Vash, is the fact that she could have just been referencing like people dying in general. Like it still makes sense to call her out on it, but it could have been interpreted in a different way, but yeah. Alright, I'm gonna let it run the first time.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Okay.
We are going to die, just like those guys died.
And that is all.
And that's all it takes to finish. What was so strange?
Nigga, what? Is it the other way around there?
What's so strange about Celeste's comment?
Going to die. We are going to
Die. Just like...
Alright.
No, that's wrong.
We don't usually seem to contradict the people who agree with.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his
You
body
see why
in the
this case is so
equipment
much
room
better?
for
It's
herself.
because we actually got clues as to who it could have been. God, this is so much better than the second case, man.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
Nothing? What the fuck?
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations.
What?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw.
I'm interested.
Then what about the picture I took?
You can't cling on to that.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
Because you had Hero drugged. You wrote the... Well,
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
I don't know if she wrote the note to Hero. What? Actually, we have never seen the note that was to Hero. She could have wrote the note to Hero and told him to go up into the rec room or whatever the fuck it was, and drugged him, had him in a suit, just like that.
So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Hero, please shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer.
How would you know that?
In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Because you conjured it up. Stop.
Simple. Are we
Did they
sure
check his
that's
head for
really a
lumps?
picture of the
Fresh
suspect
ones, not
dragging
old ones from
Hifumi
him banging
away?
his head on walls for trying to think.
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
No, there is no other explanation.
I respect this, Celeste. Hifumi and the suspect had been drinking. Hifumi is dragging the suspect away. I mean, I guess?
I got it! It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Why, Celeste?
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous.
Lose the
at all.
accent. We already exposed you.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
I gotta. That's a screenshot I gotta take. I love her. Oh man. Robo costume.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Okay.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all.
No way!
Okay.
And there's no way.
They could stand up.
No, that's wrong. No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Uh-oh.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing.
Like I said.
The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Celeste finna go outside. I can already see it. Oh, this is about to get dirty.
Well then, I suppose
They about to do my
this
girl
is
dirty.
checkmate.
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
There we go. Yeah, I like your real voice, Celeste. I like your real voice. Keep talking like that.
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Man, Hifumi has CTE. Satsuki bonded with the crazy murderer. I'm not bonding with her. I just said I like her real voice. Like, she doesn't have to keep talking in that fake accent.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not?
Oh, this is good voice acting. Good voice acting. Like, she's like, she's still trying to use her accent, but you can hear it breaking. Satsuki said, like, You said it like you were talking to a shy girl on the date. No, I like her real voice. That's it.
He said...
Just take me at face value.
Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
What?
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko.
Oh man.
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
I have no fucking clue. Wait, hold on. Can I pause? No, I can't. He gave everyone nicknames. Did he? I don't think he did. He said for serious a lot. He said people's Did he say people's last names? If he did, I have no clue. I'ma just say this. Let me.
Shoot.
Yeah, I don't. What?
Think back to how did he refer to each of us?
I got it.
He used people's last names
Right.
for real?
Our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
No fucking clue. I was. The funny part is, I always skip Hifumi's dialogue, so I would have never caught up on that pattern. I'd be like, every time I see him talk, I'll be doop, 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 doop.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Yeah.
No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Mm-hmm.
What did you just say? To think you take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
I love this shit.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you?
She going full MJF. I love this shit, man.
Well, do I?
Does she really hate her Japanese name that much?
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
So, make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Let me see that ebook, man. What's up?
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
how many times? 9? Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no...
Shut the fuck up. Let me see that e-handbook then.
That's it! The handbook!
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before. So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Is that really going to work? Just like talking to her nice? Is that really about to work?
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up.
Celeste got that dog in her. I respect it. I respect it. A lot of people in the chat not gonna respect it. I respect it. Don't give up. We caught your ass. I already, you know what I'm saying? But don't give up.
Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
True.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
Whew.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
All right, let's get it, man. I'm gonna just let it rock like that. Okay, this one is wrong. This one is wrong. This one goes right there. He hit him with Justice Hammer 3? Or no, 4. That looks right. That looks right. Okay. So I feel like there's only one thing I might be wrong about, but we'll see. I think everything else looks right. I feel like this and this could be wrong, but I'm not. Let's see. Let's see.
Here's exactly what happened. Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Okay, so look like I did it right.
Someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him.
But I'm pretty sure Celeste thought she actually did kill him. See, because the problem is, Celeste could have just, like, you know, rendered him unconscious. And there's, like, real... I mean, she could have, like, checked his pulse or something like that, but... I don't know. I don't know. Like, there's no way to really tell if he's dead until, like, the announcement comes. But yeah, he could have easily just, like, snitched.
While the killer used
But she could have also just said, like, oh, he got hit on the head. He said my name just because.
He did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the
Ah
cold
man, I
room.
wonder how Celeste is going to die. Her whole thing is gambling, so I don't know. Maybe they'll put her on like a dartboard through the whole. I don't know.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
Closest he got to a woman was when he died.
He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out
I might have to
a
get my
scream to
detective
draw
badge
us
back,
And
man.
when we returned, that's what we
We
found.
figured out most of this.
Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Oh, look at the pretty flowers.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
Yeah,
I lost?
pretty much it wasn't just me. Pretty much me and the whole chat had suspicion on Celeste from the moment she gave her story. Like as soon as she gave her story, I said, "No, that sounds like a lie." Like, everybody was like, "Yeah, no, that sounds weird."
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words. They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor.
Lose the accent.
I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Okay, that's her real name.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
All right, let's get to it, man. You put up a good game, Taiko. I like that chapter. She holding on to the accent like Braun holding on what's left of his hairline.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I kind of miss the Texas accent on Monokuma.
Honestly.
Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculation. You can't blame Hifumi for that shit.
I knew it.
Oh my god, man. How did you get him to agree? I've been said this. It was alter ego, man. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree. Then did you use, I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, I used her. I been knew she the one who stole it.
Say what?
Oh yeah, she said her because Monokuma isn't supposed to know about alter ego, but okay. You know what? I appreciate Celeste. They not gonna give you that credit, but I'll give you that credit, Celeste, because she didn't snitch on us. Celeste could have easily just snitched to Monokuma who alter ego was. I respect that.
Just a second. In other words,
I respect that. I really respect that. Like, I truly respect that.
Indeed.
I see.
She could have easily just snitched.
Actually,
What?
are you okay with this?
What did I say? What did I say? I knew she manipulated him like that.
So then,
Damnation! Say what?
Man killer for cyber sex.
As for me...
Oh,
As for me...
Oh my god, Celeste went full liar.
What?
Okay.
Damnation!
Damn, I kind of feel bad for Hifumi now because like he also thought Celeste was being abused and blackmailed. Like that's kind of fucked. He thought he was in the right. Yeah, that's kind of shaky, man. It would be one thing if he just killed Taka straight up just because of you stole alter ego, but he also thought Celeste was okay.
Say what?
He was trying to protect the women. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ellie. I still love Celeste. It was amazing how he completely bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. That's the type of villainy I need.
Completely unforgivable.
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
Most unfortunate.
Oh my god. Damn, Hifumi, it's sad, man. It's sad.
Actually...
What?
Indeed.
That there is a monster, not a waifu.
Completely unforgivable.
Honestly.
I swear, I will save her!
I had to save her.
Actually...
You disgust me. That's LE right there.
I see.
Indeed.
But...
He said... Why did you choose me? Because you're stupid. Oh my god. That's it? Yes.
Let's see.
In that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. she going out roasting. I like it.
Well.
Are you okay with this?
So in the end...
Yeah. Why is everybody surprised? There'd have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well...
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win. I like it.
Don't be mean!
I wonder about that.
Why?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? When all this was going down, I said she's faking her whole, like, she was like, yeah, it's so fun being here. They have this here. They have this. They have this. I said, bro, she is not happy.
But
You little bitch.
Yes, Celeste does in fact have great lines.
Hey! You little bitch.
Why? Because we couldn't gamble?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. Oh, she had a dream. MLK Celeste. Hold on. MLK Londonberg. You know what I'm saying? And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. What was that dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. So that's why she faked her accent and everything. And that's why she took on the name Celestia Londonberg. Okay. That's her dream. I can't knock it. Hold up. And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. This, hey, yeah, yeah. I see you, Celeste. I was going to make them dress up like vampires to satisfy my every need. I'm starting to like Celeste even more. I'm liking her more. I thought she was gonna go out super sad, and I was gonna be like, "Damn, I don't really have that thing for Celeste anymore." Oh man, she just wanted to hear him. That's it. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of oh, oof.
This is fine.
I'm ready to watch her die now. You don't understand. That's what life is all about, true.
There is nothing to be done.
Just the worst.
Hold on, I actually wanted to go back to what she just said. I didn't get to. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I? Celeste, you know what I was talking about? One more time, I'm gonna read it. Still, Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I? That's how you go out. That's how you go out. I respect it.
Oh.
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless Celeste is on fire! Celeste is on fire! You want me to spell what? I think nothing a sacrifice of others for my own ends. I feel nothing. Celeste might be the best one. Did she really just take it from Hina like that? Hina, she dunking on you. With the tongue out. Dunking on you.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride. Oh, she's on fire. She's on fire. She's on fire. I love it. I love she's on fire. You seem to love people who are proudly themselves. I do, yeah. I mean, I really like liars too, like your mammy, but I think above all else, I just like people who have the will to just follow through with everything with like no regard for how they look. Like they're shamelessly pursuing their dream. I like that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared.
Yes.
That's
indeed.
right. I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then...
Isn't it wonderful?
Okay. She's having a Tracy McGrady performance right now against the Spurs. This is unbelievable. So that's my favorite character. Hey. She took that from me. I didn't think nobody was going to take it from Mina. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Alright. She was a terrible rich French queen for anyone who doesn't know. Yeah, I didn't know.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Damn, Celeste. You went out really good though. Very, very good.
What? Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way.
The fact that Celeste never snitched, when you're going out like this where everybody is voting against you and she still didn't still didn't snitch. Come on now. You got to give her credit for that. You got to give her credit for that. I gotta run her credit, because a lot of people could just go outside and just throw everything to the wind, say fuck it. She didn't snitch.
Which is why, actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone.
You gotta go, Celeste, but marvelous performance.
Perhaps we'll meet again in another life.
Marvelous performance. Absolutely. This is the most satisfying way someone has gone out thus far. Marvelous. Brilliant chapter. I hope they don't do you too dirty, but let's see how they do you. You gotta go. You know. Oh, let me turn this off so y'all can get the whole thing. Oh no, wrong one. All right, what's up? What we doing? Oh, they gonna burn her alive? Huh? That's not that exciting though. It is a bad way to go. It's just, you know. Burn a witch. Shout out to Kubo. It's getting hot in here, so hot. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off. Oh, it's getting hot in here. And then they just throw in a random truck? What the hell? Wait, what the fuck was the point of that? What? It just seemed like they didn't have like a proper death, so they was like, all right, throw the fucking truck. All right. Cool, I guess. That's so funny to me. It just was like, this is not enough. throw the truck. Oh man, that's funny. All right, so what new rules we got now? what we got? We got a little game room now, like a little to watch sports. Football field, what we get? So to give her the spare, Kuma made her die by getting hit by a vehicle. Oh, okay. Monokuma really got the worst imagination for these deaths. I think the first one was really good. The first one was really good. I remembered it. I enjoyed the Mondo Butter more. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her. Was Taka your friend? I could understand Makoto being cool with Hifumi because Hifumi didn't do nothing to him, even though I hated Hifumi. But was Taka your friend? I don't know about that. I also can't deny that at one point I consider her a friend too. She wasn't friends with you either. Whatever. It does have been too jokey. I mean, yeah, I feel that's the thing. Junko probably went out one of the worst ways too, with all the spears to her chest. So, but that was a punishment. So, and for him to just come along and, isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your life. Kuma's hilarious, man. Kuma's hilarious.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were going to pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
What do you care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you just let me out of here. I mean, hope is the same side of despair. Same coin, different sides.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you going to make us keep going through this? What do you want from us?
How strange.
God, I'm sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyways, yeah, do we get a football field, basketball court? What we get next? Oh no, we already got a basketball court. Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste? Nope.
Hey!
Nope.
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
Hey.
What did you do to my body?
Ooh, how exciting. Hello. Well?
What?
See ya later!
We're not going to answer that? What? What just happened? Okay, we're ignoring that. We're going to ignore that. I don't know what just happened there. I don't know what just happened.
So...
Yeah, that's probably where she put alter ego.
Hey,
Indeed. Hey,
What?
so...
Come on. What? Goodbye.
Okay.
well then.
Yo!
No, that's not what you think it means.
Okay.
Oh, what? Why are they shipping us?
Shall we go? So then,
Yep. Big Celeste holding it down for us. You know what I'm talking about? The last of the files soon, maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
you... However... What? Indeed.
No! I believe in you.
What?
Oh my goodness. We see what you're trying to do, game. I like Hina more better, but Kyoko cool. Kyoko cool though. Damn, man. I only have three more people I like left. Sakura, Kyoko, and Hina. That's it. If one of them goes, and I feel like Sakura will probably go as soon as Hina goes, then it's up. It's really up for me, man. I mean, I guess I do like Jill too, but Jill be tripping.
It's true. That's fine.
I'll tell you. For real?
Correct.
Yeah, this look like a little false door right here.
Correct.
Okay. You must not leave. Okay, I got knocked the fuck out. Oh my god, I hate this game. I hate this game, bruh. What the hell? So is Kuma the one person that Sakura said is stronger than her?
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay. But you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
All right. I really like that chapter.
Life is just death, taking its time. Who gon' take it from my hand? Was lonely before friends. I'm holding my own hand and taking these bad shots, just hoping they go in. Everything folds in.